Shalom. This week's Dvar Torah is a Dvar Torah on Sedra Behalotcha. This week's Sedra. Brian Bake's story is a tragedy. A former high school football player recently exonerated on rape charges. He was released from prison last week after his accuser recanted her story. Banks, who spent more than 62 months in prison for a rape he did not commit, is being given a second chance at life. Second chances allow missed opportunities to be had. In this Dvar Torah, I'd like to examine second chances. While we usually see second chances as a privilege, I'd like to look at them from a different perspective. At times, second chances reflect a fault in missing the first chance. While it is difficult to generalize about the causes of a need for a second chance, I'd like to attempt to do just that. I'd like to posit that although there might not be fault in missing a first chance, one needs to take responsibility for needing the second chance. To prove my points, I'll look at the Pesach Sheni that is discussed in this week's Sedra. I hope that Dvar Torah gives the reader an appreciation for taking responsibility over one's circumstances. It's not fair, and it wasn't my fault, are phrases parents and teachers are all too familiar with. Inundated by these screams and those like it, one feels the overwhelming need to scream, "You must have done something to cause this." As an outside observer to our theoretical case, we can ask, are the parents right? Is every case of a situation gone awry really the subject's fault? The Torah strongly believes in cause and effect. Every action causes a reaction. Our sages have asked, who is the wise man? He who sees the consequences of his actions. Due to our awareness that our actions will cause specific events, our responsibility rises for each of our actions. There are always circumstances beyond man's control, but generally speaking, man can and must foresee the outcome of his actions. We must be aware of the consequences of our actions and plan accordingly. When we miss an opportunity, it is easy to look back and assign blame to others or to circumstances beyond our control. But an honest look will reveal steps we took that could have assured our meeting that opportunity. In a world of cause and effect, we are ultimately responsible for setting up the situations that affect us. Until this point, this Dvar Torah seemed to be warning the reader away from errors that cause missed opportunities. But our Sedra tells the story of a group of people exposed to dead bodies, therefore legally retaining the status of Tumah and unable to give the Pesach offering. They approach Moshe and ask for a second chance. Not only was this group not guilty of any fault for missing the Pesach offering, but they missed it due to the performance of a great deed, burying the dead. Clearly there was no fault or steps they could have taken to avoid this missed opportunity. Moshe grants them a second chance to give the Pesach offering. This Pesach Sheni teaches us an important principle about cause and effect. Fault, blame, errors, and mistakes are inconsequential to missed opportunities. Even meritorious acts can cause a missed opportunity. It isn't enough to be error-free when choosing our actions. We must analyze if our beneficial actions could have been improved. Shabbat Shalom.